vacuum sealer. Had it brought to me. It don't seal the bag anymore. Now, I never took one of these apart, so we're gonna see if I can figure out what's wrong with it. It doesn't seal the bag. This doesn't heat up, apparently. And I can show you just to give you what it doesn't do. And I'll mute out the sound so you don't have to listen to this, because I know it'll be loud in the camera. Lock the sides. I already have it plugged in. This green light should come on, and then it'll automatically should stop making noise and everything, and that'll tell me that this is done. But that doesn't happen, so I'll mute the sound now. Alright, you didn't see the light come on, I didn't see the light come on, so that's what the problem is. It should have sealed it by now. It usually doesn't take that long from what I've been told. I don't even own a vacuum sealer, so this is all new to me. And I just have anything, it's like potato chip bag material or whatever. It's just plastic, so it should have melted it together. Alright, so let's take this apart. To give you some info, the owner of this ordered a new strip here, tape, and decided they wanted to check it out beforehand, and so he took it apart, was looking at something, and put it back together, and then all of a sudden it didn't work. So I'm hoping maybe there's just some connection that fell off or something, but we'll find out. Alright, let's see if we can tear into this. Alright, come apart a little bit. Take it slow because I don't know how this comes apart. And there's a vacuum line that fell off. Something's okay. Not bad. It's the power cable. I should have took that out of its little holder here. So I can do it without breaking the little clips that hold it in there. I'm guessing you take it apart upside down, because everything fell out. So yeah, I should have took the cord out of here. So that's what was getting hung up on it, and then everything you see is laying all over. So apparently the proper way to take this apart would be like this. I can feel the motor's still hot. I'm going to turn this around so I can see it now. Let me get this out of the way just for a second. Turn this around so I can see it. Let's see, this vacuum line here just dropped off that right there, I believe. And this motor sits, oh, I guess I put it right where it's supposed to go. Okay. This was right here, but the altitude adjustment there for, I had to read up on what that thing was. You adjust that if you're over 5,000 feet. Otherwise it won't create a vacuum, I guess. I need to fix this chair I'm sitting in. It's noisy. So it looks like it's connected there. It's connected over here. Our line just goes to the transformer. Our heating strip goes right over to the transformer. On the secondary side, primary side connects to the altitude sensor, and whatever this is right here. I did not look at this beforehand, so you're looking at it at the same time. We got a white wire coming here from, it looks like the primary side. That goes to the light that's on the front. I'm sure it's just an LED because I see a resistor there. Alright, we know the pump works. There's nothing wrong with that because we can hear that. Or I'll give you a little, I probably did put in a little snippet of the sound for you. We got some black and white wires here. Looks like a switch. So this is the reason for buying a new piece of tape to put on there, because that one doesn't stick anymore. But if you lay it down there, it'll work. But I'm going to flip this over for just a second so things will fall out. So this switch right here, I'm flipping it over to show you that it's this little black dot right here, and this piece, this little rod here, goes in and engages that switch. So let's actually see if that's doing what it's supposed to make sure there isn't nothing wrong with that switch. I forgot to get my meter, so give me 1 second to get my meter. We know the motor works, so I'm just lifting it up out of the way. I don't know what this thing is down here. It's some kind of a switch. It's like a timer, it looks like, maybe, because this thing shuts off after a certain amount of time when you hold the button down. That might be what this is here. That's it doesn't want to come off. I'm not going to force it. So I'll zoom in here a little bit and we'll get a look at it. So that's what that is. Not a whole lot to it, but it looks like with the current flowing through there, this is a little switch. So when it heats up, it must open up, and that cuts the juice, and that turns on the little LED. Get that back out there. That turns on the LED down in here. So unless that's not heating up, it's closed right now, so looks like it's not even getting the juice over there, but that red wire goes to the vacuum pump right here, so we know this is all working, so power must be going through there. Alright, so I'm going to put that thing back down there. Alright, let's see what else is going on. The only thing I can think of now that is giving a problem is maybe something broke on the output transformer there for the winding there. For the the heating element. And I don't know if I'll be able, yeah, I should be able to turn this on and check that out. Right? Well, let's give it a try and see. Why not? It's just one screw. Okay, so we have red wire going over to the altitude. We have the white coming out, goes over to here, and then we have another white. It's connected in the same spot that goes down to the LED. So it's AC in, AC out. There's no writing. I don't see. Yeah, I don't see no writing on the transformer. So, what is that telling us? That our altitude sensor is not turning on. Let's see, we have one of the wires coming from the power line going to the center pin, and then we have the other one coming out and going to our switch, and then it's coming back out of our switch, and that's going to our vacuum pump, and then we have the ground wire, the neutral wire coming from this transformer, and we have the red wire coming out going down to our little current sensor jobber. And that's also going to our main in from the center, the blue line. Seems like a pretty simple circuit. Simple wiring job. interfering with our little switch here. I don't know where this adjustment is set, so I don't want to turn it too far from where it's set from whoever set it. There's white paint on it, so I'm assuming that's normal. I have 120 volts coming out of this, going to the transformer there. I have 4.5 volts now coming out of this. Somewhere in my movement of stuff, it started working again. Now, where that movement was, I'm not sure. Maybe it was this, because we moved the switch around a bunch. We took this out afterwards, put it back in. Maybe we just had a bad connection with one of the connectors. So we have 4.3 volts, something like that. So it is working again, it looks like. We'll try it, but oh! Did you see that? I took this off there and I covered it up. This jumped up to 21 volts and our green light came on. So, what is that telling us? I don't know. Let's see if we can get it to do it again one time. There we go. So it starts to freak out if I keep holding it like that. Alright, so this is narrowing it down. This means that there's something to do with the vacuum, which is kind of way off where I was thinking. Let's look at this again. It's creating a lot of vacuum here too, so okay, that first jump was the system kicking off, I noticed. I don't know if you noticed that or not, but it seems like when the vacuum is all the way cut off, the green light comes on really fast, and then this thing shuts off by itself like it's supposed to. Because of this point right here, it actually bends and separates these two wires here, but then it cools fast, so it reconnects again. That's why it's powering on and off. You can see the spark. I don't know if you saw the spark down there. It disconnected and connected again. Alright. So, I don't know if you noticed it or not, but I did. There's a little yellow thing right here and I'm assuming that's a filter. But I don't know if that, I'm sure that stops stuff from getting into here, so that has to be there. But apparently I'm thinking the seal in the front is not sealing the vacuum enough, and that's what's causing the issue. So let's try to get this thing together, and then we'll take a look at that seal in the front, and that should hopefully tell us something. Oh, look at this. I just noticed something. I think I figured it out. Either that or it's a good guess, but I'll zoom in, but I doubt it very much that you'll be able to see this. Let me see if I can get this in here just right. I don't know if you can see. There's a line right there. That's a crack. So no matter if you seal the front of this, there's still air being sucked in this crack right here, and that is making it so. There you go. Can you see that yellow line there? Just barely, if I can get that right. See that yellow line just barely in there? That's a crack. I noticed that when I pushed it on. Let's get this in. When I pushed this on there, this crack right here opened up. You probably can't tell very good, but yeah, that's not good at all. So I believe that has part of it. Did you see that? How the line's not there? Oop, that thing's hot. And then you push this down. Push it down out of the way. You can see it open up just a little bit. It's such a hairline crack, but it's about ready to break this piece right in half. So that's not good, not good at all. And I can feel the crack all the way down here at the end. Yep, it's all the way, the crack's going all the way around here like this. Well, that's not good. I guess that's what happens when you shove this on there too hard. And plastic, you know, always gets old. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to use my soldering iron, and I'm going to see if I can just melt this together a little bit, just hold it together, and then see if it's savable that way. If not, then I'm guessing they're probably going to throw this away, because they're not going to waste the time to order one of these. But you should be able to see that crack. I got a TV in front of me and I can see that crack because I know what I'm looking for. But it goes all the way here, up around here like this. Alright, I'm going to melt this together, put some glue on there or something, and then we'll try this after I put it all back together. So I'm going to take a break here a second. I'm going to do this. I'm going to put this all together, and if this works after we put it all together, then we know that this is the problem right here. Let's see if this does anything this time. And now we know it's supposed to get up to like 21 volts now because we did see that. So that's in there. We lock the sides. Okay, so it's locked. As soon as I press this down, these sides actually pop out. And then that's when we start watching the light. If I can get something underneath there, or I can just hold it like this, I guess, and that way you can make sure you see the light if it comes on. Alright, so let's see if this works. I'm going to press it, and I'm going to hold it until this light comes on or off, and then this stops automatically. That's the way it's supposed to work. Alright, here we go. Hey, look at that. It worked. Let's see if it's stuck. Oh, it wanted to. It wanted to. You can see the crease line in there. See the crease line in there where it wanted to stick. You can see it along the back too. This material just must not be good enough. I thought it was like, you know, the paper or potato chip bags. You know, that's kind of like a flimsy or plastic. This is a pretty thick plastic, so I wasn't sure if it was going to work or not. But I figured I don't have anything else to give it a try. Well, hold on, I'll get something else. I'll be right back. Let's try this. This is thin plastic. This is from the water bottle case. Let's see if I can get this in there. So this has to work, right? Because it's really thin. Should melt easy. As long as it stays in there when I push that down like that. Lock the sides. Alright, worked the first time. Let's see if it can work this time. Here we go. Alright, it worked. Let's see if it's stuck. Well, it's stuck to the tape. Hey, look at that. By George, I think we fixed it. Yeah, there's the seam right there. Yeah, look at that. Took pretty good pull apart pressure there. See if I can get some more of it. There's the seam there. Oh yeah. Well, I guess it didn't do too bad of a job on this. It stuck it together, but I don't know what the baggy material is made out of. I mean, how thin that is for these things. But like I said, you should be able to put together chip bags and stuff like this, but you can see the lines where it did actually heat up and stick it together. But and I'm sure you can do this multiple times and on the same piece, and it'll do what it's supposed to. As long as you wait the 20 seconds that it says in between each one, then it should work pretty good. If the element heats up too much, it shuts off, because that's what it says in the directions. It don't want to overheat or anything. But so there's one. So I didn't even take it out. There was one. Look at that. Works every time now. Yeah, that don't feel too hot at all. So yeah, so it stuck it together. All right, that stuck together pretty good. Twice. Let's see. Pull it apart. Oh yeah. That's the way it's supposed to work, though. Except depends on the plastic what you're melting. But it looks like our sealer is saved. It's gonna work for a while longer. All right. We'll see you on the next one.